Emotions are a fundamental part of being human. They color our experiences, guide our decisions, and shape our relationships. However, there are times when we find ourselves suppressing or bottling up these emotions, believing it to be the right way to handle them. Today, I will shed light on the often overlooked dangers of suppressing emotions and share practical strategies to break free from this harmful pattern. The hidden dangers of suppressing emotions. Suppressing emotions involves pushing our feelings down and not expressing them authentically. While it may seem like a convenient solution in the moment, the long-term effects can be detrimental to our mental, emotional, and even physical well-being. Here are a few dangers of suppressing emotions that not many people know about. Emotional buildup. When we continuously suppress emotions, they accumulate over time, creating a pressure cooker effect. Just like a pressure cooker, the emotions can eventually explode or manifest in unhealthy ways, leading to anger outbursts, breakdowns, or even mental health issues, such as anxiety or depression. For example, imagine a young student who feels overwhelmed by school and familial expectations. Instead of expressing their stress and seeking support, they suppress their emotions to avoid seeming weak. Eventually, this emotional buildup leads to heightened anxiety, affecting their academic performance and overall sense of well-being. Damaged relationships. Suppressing emotions can prevent authentic connection in relationships. When we hide our true feelings, our loved ones are unable to understand our needs and experiences, leading to misunderstandings and strained connections. Moreover, bottled-up emotions often find their way into our interactions, resulting in passive-aggressive behavior, conflicts, and emotional distance. For example, consider a teenager who feels hurt after a disagreement with a friend. Instead of expressing their feelings, they suppress their emotions to maintain harmony. Over time, unresolved emotions fester, and the relationship becomes strained, eventually leading to distance and resentment. Psychosomatic symptoms. Our emotions are intrinsically linked to our physical well-being. Suppressing emotions can lead to a range of physical symptoms such as headaches, stomach aches, muscle tension, and weakened immune responses. These psychosomatic symptoms are the body's way of manifesting the unresolved emotional turmoil within us. For example, think of a child who experiences constant anxiety due to family conflicts at home. Instead of addressing these emotions, they suppress them. In turn, they start experiencing frequent headaches, body aches, and digestive issues, affecting their overall health and quality of life. Let's dive deeper into suppressing emotions and explore it from a psychological perspective. By gaining a deeper understanding, you'll be equipped with the knowledge to recognize and address this harmful pattern. Societal expectations and emotional suppression. One reason many people suppress their emotions is due to societal expectations. Society often values stoicism and emotional control, particularly in certain gender norms. Boys, for example, may be taught that expressing vulnerability or sadness is a sign of weakness. As a result, they learn to suppress their emotions, even when they are hurting inside. Similarly, girls may feel pressure to prioritize the feelings of others and avoid being perceived as emotional or overreacting. This societal conditioning can significantly impact how individuals express their emotions, leading to suppression. For example, Jenny, a 14-year-old girl, has always been told that she needs to be strong and resilient. She internalizes this message and believes that showing her true emotions will make her appear weak. As a result, she suppresses her feelings of sadness and frustration, even when she's dealing with significant stressors at school. Fear of rejection and judgment. Another common reason for suppressing emotions is the fear of rejection and judgment from others. People worry that if they express their true feelings, they may be ridiculed or not taken seriously. This fear can stem from past experiences of being invalidated or dismissed when they were vulnerable. For example, Tyler, a 12-year-old, hides his feelings of anxiety and fear from his friends because he's afraid they will make fun of him. In the past, when he opened up about his emotions, some of his peers laughed at him or brushed off his concerns. Now he keeps everything to himself, even when he's struggling with overwhelming emotions. Childhood conditioning and emotional suppression. Childhood experiences play a significant role in shaping how individuals handle emotions. If children are consistently discouraged from expressing their feelings, they may learn to suppress them as a coping mechanism. This conditioning can persist into adulthood and become an ingrained pattern. For example, Alex, now a young adult, grew up in a household where emotions were treated as a sign of weakness. Whenever Alex showed anger or sadness, their parents would scold them or dismiss their feelings. Over time, Alex learned to suppress their emotions to avoid negative reactions from others. Unresolved trauma and emotional suppression. Traumatic experiences can also contribute to the suppression of emotions. When individuals experience trauma, such as abuse, neglect, or the loss of a loved one, they may learn to suppress their feelings as a survival strategy. Processing and expressing these emotions can be overwhelming or re-traumatizing, so individuals may choose to suppress them instead. For example, Maria, a teenager, experienced the sudden death of her parent. The overwhelming grief and sadness felt unbearable, so she pushed these emotions deep down inside. She believed that if she allowed herself to feel the pain, it would consume her. As a result, Maria distanced herself from her emotions, suppressing them instead. Long-term consequences of emotional suppression. Understanding the long-term consequences of emotional suppression can help individuals realize the importance of addressing their emotions. Mental health issues, such as chronic anxiety, depression, and even post-traumatic stress disorder, can arise from unresolved emotions. Moreover, suppressing emotions can also impact physical health, leading to a weakened immune system, chronic pain, and fatigue. For example, Ethan, a young adult, has suppressed his anger for years. He avoids confrontations and internalizes his frustrations, believing it is the best way to handle difficult situations. However, over time, Ethan starts experiencing frequent migraines and backaches. These physical symptoms are manifestations of the unresolved anger within him, leading to both emotional and physical distress. By acknowledging the deeper roots and consequences of emotional suppression, individuals can take proactive steps to break free from this harmful pattern. It is essential to remember that emotions are a natural and healthy part of being human. Embracing and expressing them in a constructive and authentic manner can lead to emotional well-being and more meaningful connections with others. How to deal with suppressing emotions. Now that we understand the dangers of suppressing emotions, let's explore effective strategies to break free from this pattern and foster emotional well-being. Cultivate self-awareness. Start by developing an understanding of your emotions. Recognize and acknowledge how you feel, whether it's sadness, anger, frustration, or joy. Journaling, meditation, and seeking support from a trusted therapist can help develop this self-awareness. For example, take a daily moment to check in with yourself and observe how you are feeling. This practice can be as simple as asking yourself, "How am I feeling right now?" and allowing the emotions to surface without judgment. Express emotions in healthy ways. Find safe outlets to express your emotions rather than bottling them up. Engage in creative activities such as painting, writing, or dancing, which allow emotions to flow freely. Additionally, confiding in trusted friends, family, or a therapist provides a supportive space to share and process your feelings. For example, if you feel overwhelmed or frustrated, find a private space and release those emotions through physical activities like jumping, punching a punching bag, or even screaming into a pillow. The physical expression of emotions can be liberating, allowing you to let go of the tension. Seek professional help. If you find it challenging to navigate your emotions on your own, seeking guidance from a licensed therapist or mental health professional can be immensely helpful. They can provide guidance, support, and therapeutic techniques tailored to your specific needs. For example, Zeke, a young adult struggling with suppressed emotions and their negative impacts, decides to seek the help of a licensed psychoanalyst. Through regular therapy sessions, Zeke gains insights into their emotional patterns, develops healthy coping mechanisms, and learns ways to express their emotions constructively. Suppressing emotions can have significant long-term consequences for our mental and emotional well-being. as well as our relationships. It is crucial to break free from this harmful pattern by developing self-awareness, finding healthy ways to express emotions, and seeking professional support when needed. By embracing and honoring our emotions, we unlock the potential for personal growth, improved relationships, and lasting emotional well-being.